All right, Jeremy, first of all, thanks a lot for coming in. You did some great appearances this weekend at Hannaford's, and good to see you.
Hey, it's good to be here. I don't like all the white stuff on the ground, but that's why you stay indoors.
So what I'm more impressed with is that you bought winter stuff for this event, right?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have anything for this weather.
Yeah.
Being in Phoenix, so I made sure I came prepared. I know you were surprised, but I'm not going to come out here in a tank top.
Yeah.
I'll put that back on when I go home tomorrow.
I asked you a great question. You said you got it at Old Navy, and I say, do they sell winter jackets in the Phoenix Old Navy?
Yeah, no, they don't.
No.
They don't. I had to get it online.
Yeah.
On sale.
Well, congrats on getting re-signed, by the way, and back in the Red Sox organization.
It was a no-brainer. Made it obvious that I have an opportunity here, so, I mean, it was an absolute no-brainer. We got it done as quickly as possible, so it's good to be back.
Your last season was amazing. I mean, I'm sure it had some ups and downs, but the ups started when you got here. You started here in late May, almost in June. You went on to win our most valuable player, our team most valuable player, Eastern League's year-end All-Star team. You led the team in homers, RBIs, on-base percentage, sluggings, total bases. 27 homers were the most as a Red Sox affiliate. You hit .336 in July with 12 home runs. And you had 78 total bases, but the fact that you started on May 26th there, I mean, what were your thoughts when you joined us there in New Hampshire?
I couldn't believe I had to shave. I mean, it was my 9th year, and I'd never had a facial hair policy, and I like to grow a beard to cover this whole thing up, so that was my only concern. I didn't know what I was going to do, and thankfully I can grow a pretty decent mustache thanks to my old man, so that was it. I didn't really care about anything else, man. I'll definitely fit in,
yeah.
And especially with the good guys they have in the organization. It was cool.
So Jeremy started in independent ball, which they don't have an affiliation with Sugarland Skeeters, and so I mean you were in the Houston area, and then you were in Portland, Maine, and
yeah.
I could tell as we got through the season how much you enjoyed being here.
Yeah, how could you not enjoy it in the summer? Yeah. I had a great host family. They're actually here tonight, so the Cloutiers, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I can't see you. Yeah, I had a great host family, and I mean, the team does a great job with all the host families because, I mean, there's no other way that we're going to find somewhere to stay out here in the summer. And just being in a really comfortable situation, a lot of golf over here at Sable Oaks. How could you not enjoy it?
Yeah. And you lived down at the beach. That was cool.
Yeah,
right?
Old Orchard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
So 4 years ago, this is a great tweet. You're a great follow, by the way. One of your was it the tweet where you were trying to hit in the cage in your garage?
Yeah.
And your dog did not want anything to do with it.
No, so my dog hates he hates baseball bats because he knows what they do to balls. So my wife was going with the dog to check the mail, and so I have a cage set up in like a net and in my garage, and of course they walked by and he just took off right at me. He was mad. He was mad, like pulled her on the leash and everything, and he got right in my grill, and he's like, "You better stop." So, yeah.
It's good. You got to find it.
Yeah.
It's on your Twitter, right?
Yeah, it's on there.
Also, this is a great tweet. 4 years ago, this is from your tweet. I was flat broke and hanging Christmas lights for off-season work, and I did at 15 Laser Show's house, which is Dustin Pedroia. And he told me to keep grinding. Fast forward to next season, we could actually be teammates. Never give up, folks. I mean, that's a great story.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a gangster house, by the way. It's like, I mean, that thing's got to be close to 10,000 square feet. And we did the entire roof line.
That was the only house you worked on all out, right?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, we did all these big leaguers. So we actually knocked out his and Ethier's in the same day. So there was like 20,000 square feet that day. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great story, though. I mean,
oh, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. He was out there hanging out with us. He was actually playing with with his son in the sandbox and just hanging out with us. And it was kind of cool. He would just talk to us. He was just asking me about what I was doing. And, yeah, keep grinding.
Yeah. Some of your great moments from last year, one of my favorites is the League of Their Own night when you hit the walk-off grand slam. Believe that was 3 straight sliders you saw in that sequence?
Yeah, I see that a lot. Not as bad as the one time in Erie when I saw 17 in a row. But, but yeah, 3 straight sliders. And I have a couple rules to hitting. You can't throw a good hitter 3 of the same pitches in a row, and you can't sneak cheese by a rat, which means that if you're a good hitter, velo's not going to get by you. And he tried to throw 3 sliders in a row, and it doesn't work. Yeah.
It did not work that night. The main monster, like as a hitter when you're in the box, I mean, what's that like looking out at that big wall?
Well, what people don't realize is that it's the same dimensions as what it was, when it was a Marlins affiliate, So, it's pretty far back there, and so it takes away a lot of homers, and it turns a lot of homers into singles, and a lot of singles into outs at second when you're trying to stretch them. So it took me a while to get into a groove of how to really go after that wall, but once I figured it out, I started having some fun at Hadlock.
You had a lot of fun in Reading, and I got to bring this up about pitching. I mean, so he joins us. His first game is the 26th of May. 5 days later in Reading, you're pitching, and their manager shook your hand when you gave up a walk-off home run, but it was the only run you allowed.
Yeah.
I mean, you went 3+ innings. I think 34 of 37 were strikes.
Yeah. So it's funny because when I got signed, a week earlier out of Indy Ball, I had just pitched for my team there, because we were just getting blown out, and so I decided to help them out and just save the bullpen. So then I'm like, all right, good. I'm not gonna have to pitch again. I just signed back to affiliated, and then sure enough, and so. Walker, pitching coach, was like, hey, you can just go up there and lob it. I said, oh, no. Oh, no, I'm going right after him. I was like, I'm not going to throw the split finger, but I'll go fastball slider. And so it's funny, just attacking the guys. And it was actually kind of good for our pitchers, the guys who actually get paid to pitch, to see you can go after guys and get outs, especially with a really good hitting team like that.
And in that ballpark is a hitter's ballpark.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an absolute joke.
I didn't want to say that. Yeah, I'd leave it. Yeah.
It's a joke. So it was kind of funny. So at least the guy gave up the home run, the walk-off homer too, was a home run guy, home run hitter. He ended up going up to AAA. But as soon as he hit it, I literally, as soon as he made contact, I started walking to our dugout. I didn't even have to look. And as he's rounding the bases, their manager shook my hand. So that was kind of cool. And I was like, all right, good, this is over.
Yeah. I know the feeling. Last year's team, I felt like the older players on the team that had experience, you guys really blended well with the younger guys. It was one group, and you seemed to really take the lead with that along with Mike Gold.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to have veteran guys help out with younger guys. AA is a transition league. It's where you find out who's a real ball player and who just doesn't have it. And so the good news is, it seemed like more guys really could cut it than not on that team. We had a lot of good players on that team, and it's always good to have, with us, the veteran guys, just calm the younger guys down. Hey, one game's not going to make or break you. It's a long season. You don't want to let it get away from you, but you can't live or die on the results, especially for one game or something like that. And so it was a lot of fun. They made me feel young again at times too.
And you can certainly understand when guys get to that level because it's a challenge. The pitching is different. So when younger guys get there, they're going to have those tough weeks. And you've been through them, and you've also been through the hot streaks.
Yeah. God, I think it was my 6th year in AA. So, yeah. I don't remember guys throwing as hard as they did this past year. I mean, everybody's throwing 95, 98. But like I said, you can't sneak cheese by a rat. So, but it was... guys make the adjustments. If you don't, then you're not going to succeed. And it's a cat and mouse game with pitchers, a league making adjustments. The scouting reports, even at the minor league level, are so thorough that you're always going to have to make adjustments. And you're going to, they're not going to let you use your strengths at all times. So you have to figure out a way to succeed. And there's times where you have to take what you can get, but there's other times where you got to go out and get it.
Well, you got rewarded at the end of the year. I mean, you got to go to the Paw Sox. It was on the road, but I'm sure you were a little surprised because it was the end of the year.
Yeah, I was real surprised. It's September. You know, there's 3 games left, and actually, what was really nice is they gave me the option if I wanted to go or not, just because it was so inconvenient. But I mean, who am I to say no? I don't care if it's inconvenient. I mean, I'd be like, oh, I don't want to go to the big leagues because this flight sucks, you know. Like, you know. So it was really cool, and actually I got there and saw a lot of familiar faces.
Yeah. Obviously, a baseball family. You mentioned your dad, and few people mentioned that to you over the weekend at the Hannafords. Jesse Barfield, who played with Toronto. But what's his feelings now, you being in the Red Sox system?
He don't like it.
Yeah.
No.
He's a Yankee. He was a Yankee as well.
Yeah. So they were always rivals. So he doesn't like it at all.
Yeah.
So I gotta.
And how about the brother, Josh? Is he all right with it?
Yeah. So he's actually with the Diamondbacks in their front office. He's and they're in the Diamondbacks. Their front office has a lot of former Red Sox, execs, and so it's kind of cool. So he's really, they all call me Barf on the field, Hazen. The GM.
That's his Twitter, by the way.
Yeah, they call me Bart. Like, he literally, I would go up, I go hit at Chase Field a couple times, and I go see him and hang out with them. It's kind of cool being around baseball minds, and hey, Barf on the field, what's up? This is a general manager in Major League Baseball calling me that, so it's kind of cool.
Now that Twitter handle, there's a backstory to that, right? Or do you not want to get into?
Oh no,
Yeah,
I got made fun of up until probably junior high. They always make fun of my last name because I don't know, they got nothing better to do, so I just embraced it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it became your Twitter handle,
Yeah.
which is important.
Yeah.
You have to have a good Twitter handle.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I don't want to you can't just put your name. That's boring.
No, that's very boring.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. You get re-signed, and you're going to be a non-roster invitee to the Red Sox. They just announced that yesterday.
Yeah.
So we hope to see you on TV because Nesson carries some games.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to thank everybody in Portland for just coming out. It's great support. The city loves their baseball, loves their C-Puffs, so it's a good time here.
Thank you for coming up. You really seem to embrace it.
Absolutely.